How we doing, guys? So this is the second tutorial when it comes to scratching, yeah? First one was just talking about the basic cuts and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive into a bit more in depth and we're going to see how it goes.
When we up in the club, all eyes on us, all eyes on us, all eyes on us.
Okay, so what you want to do, guys, is find your scratch sample, okay? So I've got one here already. That's your typical car noise that people use in today. It's very popular. So what I want you to do is, I just want you to find the sounds, whether you're using a controller, a standalone, or turntables, doesn't really matter, just find your sound. And I just want you to practice going in and out with the sound. So, for example, with the fader and with my scratch hand, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring the sound in and bring the sound out. So I'm going to go and then bring it out. But as I bring it back out with the fader, I'm going to bring it back on the sound here with the CDJ, okay? So for example, if I don't do that, it'll sound like that, but my fader's there in the middle still. So if you go, you can practice doing that, or you can go and do that and bring it back dead quick. So then that way it stops the return coming through, and then it'll sound a lot better. So just practice little tips here, just literally do stuff like this so you can go with the sound. Make sure you find you can do this at any sounds you want. All I want you to do is just practice to whatever song you're doing, to however fast it's going, just practice going like this. So as you can hear it, it's going that fast, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's lots of various methods we can do, but a good way to practice to this is if you just follow the beat. So follow what the kick's doing. So just practice that. You can go double the speed, half the speed, and even half that. See what I mean? So just practice that. And then we can move on, and once you've got the hang of that, I promise you can do other bits with that technique. So for example, just going off that, we could do something like this. So you see, I was using the same method, but it helps to go from one scratch to another, so each pattern is slightly different. So have a go with that, pause the video, practice it, and when you've got that down, unpause it and we'll move on. So now that you've practiced that and you've got that down quite confidently, what we'll do next is we'll look at a different sort of pattern as well. So we'll get another sound. So we'll use that oh. Yep. So you've practiced that. Yep. So what I want you to do now is I want you to practice bringing the fader in, doing a scribble, and bringing it back out. So all you have to do is go. You can do this without the music, or you can do it with the music, it doesn't really matter. So what that's doing is that will allow you then, once you get confident that, you can just keep that going. Notice I'm not using the fader. So once you've got comfortable just bringing that in, then what you can do is you can add that previous pattern we did, so you can go so that's just basically them two patterns have created a new pattern from that you'll be able to do some more stuff as well. So have a little practice, just bringing it in, bringing it back out with a fader hand. So your fader hand is coming in once, you're doing your scribble, yeah, and then you're bringing it back, okay? So bring it in, bring it out, yeah? And obviously with the sound, make sure you don't leave your sound at the top end, so at the finished side of it, bring it back. When you put the crossfader back, bring the sound back as well. Yeah, so fader in, do a scribble, fader back out, yeah? So it's going to go, you can do as many scribbles as you want, so I just want you to get used to scribbling with the fader in, and then taking it back out. Yeah, have a practice with that, pause the video. Okay, so now that you've got confident with them two patterns, we'll move on to another pattern we can do. You can use the same sounds, you can use a different sound, it doesn't really matter. So let's check it out. Okay, so I'm going to use the car noise. Little tip. Don't scratch over vocals, but I'm just using this mix that's already pre-mixed just to show you basic scratching, okay guys? If you can scratch along with the vocal in when you get better, that'll be absolutely fine. Just recommended not to scratch over vocals. It gets a bit muddy, that's all, okay guys? So, we can do another scratch pattern now, okay? So what I recommend you do now is learn how to just bring it in, but on the offbeat. So instead of going following the kick, what the kick would do, you can go, and what I'm doing there, I'm bringing the fader in and I'm letting go, but as I'm bringing the CDJ, back round with the sound out, I bring the sound back in and the fader back in again. So something like, so as you see, you can see my hand going, archie, like that. So try say it out loud. You know, so I'm going to go archie, like that. And you can do it long slides or short slides. So you can go, or, yeah, it all depends on how fast your song's going, what the sort of pattern you're doing. But it's a really good technique because from that you can do stuff like this, yeah? So I'll add all three patterns to what I want you to be able to get at, okay? So we're going to go. So there's the first one. Following the kick. Scribble. Scribble. And then. So that's the third pattern, yeah? Archie, ah. First pattern. Scribble pattern. So what I want you to do, guys, is pause that, have a listen, practice it as much as possible, get them 3 patterns down, and we'll come back to the next video, and hopefully you'll be able to do at least 3 patterns. But from them 3 patterns, you'll be able to do so many different scratches, it's just mind-boggling, okay? Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you need any scratch samples, I create my own scratch samples. If you visit my SoundCloud page, so that's soundcloud.com/deepergizeDJs, DEEPERGIZE DJs, okay? On there you've got about 3 created samples where you've got absolute loads of samples within about a 5-minute stretch, okay? Free to download, check them out, give it a like, subscribe, and thank you very much.